Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading. I'm going to dive straight into it. Okay, this is going to be for the week of the 8th, going to the 14th of April. Let's dive straight in, all right? Let's see what's going on for my Capricorns, please, Spirit. For Capricorn, what? It just fell off the table. Let me just pull you one more. I don't know why I'm starting with this deck anyway, but yeah, doesn't matter. All right, let's see. Get one more. Okay, so this one is the Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful. I do have a message for you. Wait a sec. And time for a deep dive. That's very interesting. This definitely feels like some sort of like emotional, I'm hearing the emotional development. I think that you're gaining some sort of emotional understanding about life in general, like about really making sure that you are able to be playful at the same time as go through the things that you're going through. Because we're the Swan Spirit, this tells me you're going through very deep emotions at the moment, which can be quite intense, but the Sandpiper here is really saying, okay, let's understand them, let's process them, but let's not forget that we have a life to live. Let's be happy. Let's do something fun. Okay, don't forget to dance in the rain. You know, it's like, that's the vibes I'm getting. Now, what was interesting, when that fell off the table, I did kind of feel like that was quite significant. I always say, as soon as I press record, anything that happens, whether it's my physical pain or something that happens, it's significant. So take it if it resonates. I almost wanted to say, like, we're striving to get it done, but like not for perfection. So I know there's a bad way of saying that, Capricorn. So it's almost like, I'm sure some of you can put a quote down below where I feel like I'm quoting something or saying a phrase that's quite popular. So if you know what I'm talking about, please help me out here, guys. Because I'm not the best with my words, but it's almost like, make sure that you're not striving for perfection. I think it's good to want things to be perfect, but make sure that you're not giving up on yourself or becoming too serious, Capricorn, on what you're trying to create. Make sure that you're actually being playful with it as well, because that card then came out after I thought that, so I felt like that was very significant. You're being called to be playful. So if you're creating something, if you're trying to bring something to life, or you're going through a little bit of difficulty right now, make sure you're able to have fun with it. Life is never perfect. Projects are never perfect. Things don't always go the way that we want it to, and that can suck. Same with relationships and everything. Nothing is ever perfect. Things will always have their flaws. We're always going to have to learn from our own mistakes. Like, just have fun with it, all right? Don't look at things too seriously. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Dive deep into why you feel that way. That come from your parents? Did your parents tell you off all the time when you made little mistakes when you were just a child? Like, a lot of the time we go through that, and a lot of the time it makes us feel like we're not good enough unless we're perfect, or if things look perfect, or, you know, if I look a certain way, or if I haven't not done things and got it right the first time, I'm a failure. You know, whatever it is, dive deep into that, because the Swan Spirit is really about that unconscious side of things. Okay, so let's carry on. Let's dive deep. Let's see what else is going on for you guys. You will be dealing with a lot of emotions at this time, okay? But it is Mercury retrograde, so it is about reassessing, reevaluating whatever comes up, okay? And it usually is about past things. So let's see. This week for Capricorn, please, Spirit. What are the messages for Capricorn for this week? Hello? Why is it not coming out? Capricorn. 2 cards, please. Otherwise, I'm going to go from another deck and give this some space. All right. Okay. And it got 2 there as well. Just the timing, it came at the right time. This is interesting. I like this. So time for a nap comes in when some of the time the message behind this says where you are currently may have been a place that you once wished you were at. So make sure that you are counting the small wins. Of course, make sure that you are giving yourself grace. I really do feel like this is very significant for that. I am seeing a little bit of like it's not overnight success, it's not overnight like change, but it is coming up that way. It's almost like maybe some sort of feeling comes up to you, and it does kind of give you clarity. I'm almost seeing that this, I know, bear in mind, the way I read tarot is from images. I just see things come to life in my mind, and it feels like the fox here kind of goes to sleep and completely kind of wakes up and transforms. Like, it just waking up in a good mood, waking up in a different mood. I don't know what. Maybe a dream. Maybe focus on your dreams. Maybe there's messages behind that. But anyway, time for nap says make sure that you are resting and healing. Make sure that you are processing emotions. Make sure that you're giving yourself grace. If you're tired, all right, be playful with it. You don't need to constantly be on the move all the time, okay? But also remember that you may be in a position where you're actually able to rest, okay? Or maybe you need to prioritize it anyway. New life coming in is amazing because this feels like you're going to feel very regenerated, recharged, okay? You're going to feel transformed. Like, this is like my card of like a breath of fresh air. Like, something is new here, and you are being reborn is what I want to say. She's coming out of the egg here. I don't know if you can see that. So you are hatching a new version of yourself. That's interesting. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's see what else is coming through. Some of you may have withdrawn from people. This is on the bottom of the deck here, which usually is my card about going hermit mode, taking some time out from people, really looking at your life. Maybe you've been in a dark night of the soul period where like emotionally you may have been struggling, but this is saying like the more that you're being in this energy and diving deep, understanding and learning about yourself, so where you have come from, how far you have come, because the hermit card, you've climbed a mountain, clearly. I think that that's really what's kind of causing a rebirth. It's like this, you've been protecting your energy, taking time out, resting, healing. Now you're ready to conquer the world, you know. Anyway, let's see. Capricorn, please, Spirit. The 5th chakra, that's your throat chakra here, okay? Like living in your truth, finding the truth, speaking your truth. Okay, let's get one more. Oh, you got chakras today. You have the 2nd chakra as well. So this is your sacral, so your throat and your sacral. For a lot of you, I think it's really about vocalizing what you desire, because the 2nd chakra is really about those deep feelings. Maybe you need to speak up about your feelings to somebody. Maybe you need to be honest with yourself about how you're feeling, what you really need, what your body is asking of you. Okay? That could be very important because there could be blockages here, okay? So pay attention to those areas. Let's get you some more. Okay, Capricorn, impartiality. Now, this came up for Cancer, I think. So impartiality is a card about coming to a balanced conclusion to a situation by being able to not have your biased opinion in something. Make decisions based on either as if you were someone looking at the situation from the outside. It's also about, I'm seeing like beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and the only reason why I'm seeing that is the message behind this card, or the story behind it, is 2 neighbors are fighting about what color they want to paint their shared fence. One wants to paint it blue, wants to paint it red. One wants to paint it red. So they asked this angel of balance, I don't know what her name is in this, but they ask her to come to the conclusion to help them to do this fairly. And she says, okay, well, the one who wants to paint it red, you can paint your side blue. And the one who wants it blue, you can paint your side red. And that way you're able to see life from each other's eyes. So it's almost like very woke, like very spiritual. It's almost like you're being called to see something differently. Okay, not from your bias, which maybe you feel like perfection is needed and things must be this way. You're being called to see life a little bit differently. Okay, to dive deep into what's stopping you from coming outside that. It's not just maybe it's a comfort zone, but outside of that bubble of yours, you know. I don't know. I'm just going to get one more of that deck, then we're going to dive into your tarot. Okay, let's get one more. Messages for this week. Creation. Are you allowing yourself to create here? It's about being able to bring something into existence. That could be what the new life is. You guys could be creating a new life for yourself, like I feel like I've said before. Or you could actually be giving yourself a chance to do something differently. Okay. All right, let's dive deep into your tarot. Okay, let's see what's going on. The way that I'm doing it this time is looking at what's behind you and what's in front of you, as well as your present situation. So let's see. What is behind Capricorn? 3 of Swords, heartache, pain, separation. One more. Well, not one more. Two more, please. Capricorn, what's behind Capricorn? Two of Wands and a Star. Let's clarify the Three of Swords. I will show you guys, don't worry. Three of Swords is with the Two of Swords. So this can be like a really difficult decision that you had to make, maybe against your own will, or a decision that you made that maybe caused some heartache or pain eventually, whether that's like a failed opportunity, missed opportunity maybe even, or feeling like you made the wrong decision here. And that's okay. By the way, that's okay. Like, be playful with it. Understand that we make choices that we probably wish we never made, you know, at the end of the day. Like, these things happen to all of us, so don't feel like a failure. But it definitely feels like some sort of choice. Did I show you? Or am I going crazy? You might be feeling a little bit bad about a choice that you made, okay? Because it may have led to some heartache or pain, okay? Or it's just a very painful decision. You have the Two of Wands, which usually is a card about focusing on expanding, focusing on your future. Where are you going next? It's a good card. And the Star is really about focusing on building on a big goal here. The Star card is also about healing, which is good when it comes up with the Three of Swords here, because it's telling me that you are really becoming more vulnerable. You could definitely already be diving deep into these feelings of yours that cause you to feel a little bit like anxious about making decisions or making certain choices in your life because you need it to be perfect, you know, like that definitely feels like something coming up for you guys. Let's clarify the Two of Wands. Okay, you have two cards here. Page of Wands, Six of Cups. This could actually, I mean, maybe in the past you may have had a past opportunity come up. The Six of Cups usually is about nostalgia. Page of Wands is usually a message. So this together feels like a message from the past, or an opportunity, an announcement from the past here. The Two of Wands, I feel like for some of you, I think you were more, I don't know if this is current situation, because some of you're on a different parts of the timeline, but Two of Wands is thinking about the future and expanding it. So for some of you, maybe you felt like you wanted more than what was being offered to you there, because you wanted new things. That's the vibes that I'm getting here from that. So maybe you rejected this, or maybe you didn't take, what's the words for it? You're the Queen of Pentacles. I think you were more focused on building something, or maybe you did take this opportunity. Again, I'm a little bit lost with this. It feels like you had an opportunity from the past, and maybe you were able to expand it, or again, you were looking at things outside of this. Queen of Pentacles is your energy. It's very earth vibes, about building yourself up, building up your finances, building up your reputation in a workspace or in terms of your stability. Six of Cups. Oh, definitely someone that you had a falling out with. Five of Wands here as well. Definitely a little bit of conflict, chaos here. So maybe that opportunity tried to come back again. Someone tried to come back again, but I feel like you outgrew the situation. Maybe that was a difficult decision for you to make. And the Star card. Healing from either betrayal or walking away from something, building a strategy away from something so that you can enter a healing period. Or some of you might deal with guilt, again, by making a decision. Maybe you were upset that you feel like you let someone down, but you were just focusing on your best interest, which is perfectly fine if it's to do with your life and your future and where it's going. Some of you could be trying to heal some deep wounds when it comes down to that. Right, let's see your current energy. For Capricorn, justice, karma coming through. You could be dealing with legal situations at the moment. Okay, there could be a new contract coming up for you. Seven of Cups, bit of confusion here, or maybe a few options, or being uncertain about something here. And the Three of Cups, which is a card of celebration, by the way. And 3 and the 7 of Cups goes to the 10 of Cups. So you might be feeling a little bit confused now. Maybe again it's about emotions, because So it is about that. You do have some people around you, like friends, for example, who could actually be quite helpful to get in your headspace, feeling a little bit clearer. I think you are trying to make a decision about your future and where it's going and where it's heading, how you feel about it. Clarify the Justice card here. The Nine of Wands. That's interesting. This is like the wounded warrior. One more. Maybe feeling a little bit defensive about a contract, or maybe it's a Libra. King of Swords here is if it's legal situations, I'm going to split the messages up, so bear with me. If it's a legal situation, you could be feeling a little bit wounded about what's being like offered, and the King of Swords is almost like you're having to really bring up documents or bring up the facts in something here because something may have been unfair and you might having to like appeal it, because the Nine of Wands is like that last push for justice, most likely. Okay, King of Swords, you could be dealing with someone, again, maybe a Libra, someone who is wanting to confront a situation here. Might be saying something that might not be completely true, but let's see. One more for the King of Swords. The Ace of Swords. Well, there definitely is communication here. This is usually about clarity and truth, though. So for some of you, I feel like you might actually get to say your truth, and that's why we have the throat chakra here as well. In the sacral chakra, you could definitely be bringing up some deep feelings that maybe you held back in a situation, and this is causing like a situation to be leveled, to bring something to balance here. Others of you, outside of like a difficult situation, Nine of Wands, King of Swords, Ace of Swords, in terms of like a work opportunity, I do feel like you could really be fighting for your spot to get it, and the Ace of Swords is a card of victory, so I do feel like you're going to be victorious in the end of this, but you might have to really kind of push for it and be very direct and very vocal about what your feelings or what you deserve. Okay, Seven of Cups, please. What is this confusion or this option or whatever? Ten of Swords, but this is the everything is fine card. I feel like this is a little bit of like ignoring your feelings, and this is causing even more confusion here, like emotionally. This is kind of like feeling a little bit hurt or feeling backstabbed or feeling in a crappy position. Like this person's like, well, no, everything's fine. You might be denying yourself how you really feel, and I think that's why the Swan Spirit is coming up. Like, make sure that you are actually healing from what has happened in the past. By the way, this still bugs you. I can see that. And maybe you've healed from like, I don't know, because in the past I do see that you were working on that, but I still feel like it does still need to be addressed here. Can we clarify this everything is fine card? King of Cups, which is all about, you know, staying on top of your emotions. I don't know if you realize it, but whoever I'm speaking to, your emotions might actually be having more control over your decisions than you might think. Okay? I do kind of feel like this is really about addressing the truth in a situation. Seven of Cups, Ten of Swords, of how you actually feel. One, the situation is over, so rest assured you don't have to go through that again, but you almost have to accept defeat in a situation to be able to kind of get up, dust yourself off, and go in a different direction. But by denying the defeat in something, or by denying that you're hurt, okay, you're just going to stay there. And we don't want to do that. We want to move forward. It's interesting. So King of Cups, being in control of your feelings and emotions so that they don't kind of drag you down under the water with it, okay? Will be quite important. Diving deep into your heart space, meditate on it, all right? Connect with yourself, because I feel like there's a little bit more to these feelings than what might be on the surface. I think there's a bit of confusion or a little bit of a fog going on emotionally. So really dive deep into these feelings, okay? Let's look at the Three of Cups. Seeing some white butterflies. Knight of Swords, one more. Three of Cups. Page of Cups. What's it? And the Ace of Cups. This looks like an apology or somebody here giving their heart, giving their heart to you, like giving you an emotional message. Nice thoughts. This is like an incoming message here, maybe from a friend. Some of you actually could be hearing from an old friend here. Nice thoughts. Really about like, it does feel like communication is really happening here. This might be something that you're celebrating because someone is giving you some love or an emotional message here, okay? If you are currently in a relationship, I mean, it definitely could be like rekindling, or, you know, after an argument, for example, if that's something that you're going through. Just make sure we're not rushing to conclusions. Okay, right, let's see what's ahead of you. What's in your near future, please? 3 of Wands, like waiting for something. Most likely this joy and happiness that you don't have to be worried with that 9 of Swords being there. Let's clarify it as we're going along. Why not? King of Pentacles. I think you're waiting to be in this position of being stable, being the CEO, or just being in a really good financial, secure situation, whether it's business-wise, work-wise, whether it's just like having all those things that you desire. You're kind of waiting for that. The thing is, that happens in the present. Okay, make sure you're loving the journey, guys. I think it's really, really important. And it's what you do in the present that leads towards that. So make sure that you are aligned to that goal. And if you already are, then just keep doing it. Because it might not be the right time just yet for something to come to fruition. But it almost is, again, this new life coming in is there. You are changing a lot for yourself. You are creating a new life for yourself. So keep going with that, okay? Near future. 5 of Wands. What's going on? Conflict. Competition. Knight of Wands. I mean, you could either have someone around you who's a little bit reckless, irresponsible, or there could be a little bit of conflict in regards to maybe a work situation or something that you're quite passionate about. An experience that you want to do or go on. Like the 5 of Wands is like something's a little bit conflicting here. One more. 10 of Cups. Okay, that's a happy ending. That's nice. All right, there is like harmony coming through, especially with the 2 of Cups here as well. So whoever's in an argument or whoever's like in conflict in the future, I think that there will be like a resolution here, and you will have a good resolution. Some of you could be bringing like a really good idea to a group of people who feel quite lost, for example. Like, I feel like that could be a really good breakthrough for some of you. Wheel of Fortune is expansion, it's luck, it's divine intervention here. So divine timing. Interesting. 5 of Cups. It's in divine timing. It might not be in your timing. That could be something that makes you feel quite disappointed. Don't focus on the bad. Focus on what you still have to build from it, okay? Don't focus on what's upset you or what's spilt. Okay? Now, let's get one more. Near future, please, for Capricorn. 8 of Wands. Things are moving forward very quickly for you in the future, okay? You'll be on the right track. I think you already are on the right track. I just think you might be a little bit closed off at the moment, or, you know, rejecting what's coming your way. But again, I do feel like there is things moving forward for you, okay? Just make sure you're being playful with it. 8 of Wands. You have, what is it? Queen of Swords. Being very logical, being cool to make decisions. Okay, having boundaries. Make sure you have boundaries in the future here to make sure that we're not dealing with people who are difficult, or even ourselves. Sometimes our emotions can, again, run the show. If we are not like emotionally secure yet or stable yet, then it's about making decisions out of what you know works and going with it. Okay, but anyway, this is about good opportunities coming away in the future, but it feels like you're having to like clear out the blockages. Okay, get out. You can move, you can go. You're clearing the way, okay? If anything has been a blockage or a bit conflicting, I do see you finding resolution so that you can actually make space and go towards this new energy, okay? My angels. So there we go. A little bit chaotic, I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? A bit chaotic, but again, time for a nap. Take a rest. Try be playful in the meantime. Do things that make you smile. Remember to get out into nature and connect with life. I think sometimes the human world can really get in the way of the real world. The real world means to me like nature. Like when you're in nature, you can really connect with just what you're here for. You know, I feel like we've created a really big like empire as humans, which is great, but I feel like sometimes we can really forget what life is about. We think it's work, we think it's money because it's created to be that way, and it's so unfortunate because it really can stress us all out. Don't worry, I've been there. But it's like when you really connect to nature, you really connect to animals, that could be your thing, or just things that make you smile, you really realize like, oh, it's quite a blessing to be alive in this world. Okay, I don't know about the humans though, all the structure we built, but anyway, that's another story. But just remember, connect to nature, connect to animals, whatever makes you happy, go to that. Okay, when you have time to do so, spend time around things that you love to do or people that you love. All right, I love you. I wish you all the best. I send you my love. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I hope to see you guys in the next. All right.